Salut coders, this is BSK. Welcome back to another YouTube tutorial. On the last tutorial, we created a Docker file and I showed you how to build a Docker image. On this tutorial, we want to create a GitLab CI for Dockerizing our Spring project and setting up a Docker repository. So let's get started. So these are the key topics that we are going to cover. Introduction to GitLab CI and its raw automating development process, setting up .gitlab-ci.yml file to define your CI/CDs, understand stages or jobs to organize your CI workflow effectively, building and testing your project using different job runners, Dockerizing your application with a well-structured Docker file, leveraging GitLab build in Docker registry for image storage, pushing Docker image to the Docker repository for deployment, integrating Docker Compose for multi-container application. So in the description, the comprehensive tutorial walks you through every step from setting up robust GitLab CI pipeline or efficiently Dockerizing your project. Learn how to build, test, and deploy this confidence using Docker and GitLab CI. Take full control of your development process with automating workflows with easy, plus set up Docker repository for effortless deployment. So this process I'm going to show you from creating that Docker CI and also pushing that image to Docker repository. And I'm going to show you how to create an account creating Docker repository. So let's create a Docker hub. Let's go to Docker hub and create a Docker repository. So you can visit this link from the blog. So if you don't have an account, you can create a new Docker hub account. For me, I have a Docker hub account, so I can use my existing account. So let's get back to the blog. So create your account, confirm your email and everything. Once you are logged in, enter repository name, code with Bisq, Spring integrations. Let me do that. So this is my Docker Hub account. So I'm in here and I can create repository. Click create repository. And in repository name the repository of your project. And this is my repository. And here I can just say Spring integrations, and I will make it public, and I'll create this repository. Right now, the repository is empty. We don't have any images. So let's continue with our blog. So we need to create access tokens. So on your project, on your Docker account that you have, can you enable two-factor authentication? After enabling two-factor authentication and create an access token. So let me copy you can click this URL. You can click this URL, the security one. So you can go to account settings and you go to security. In here, you can enable two-factor authentication if your two-factor authentication disabled, and create an access token. Create your access token and copy that access token and save it where we save it on a safe place. We want to use it later. So after doing that, we have now our access token. Let's create a .gitlab-ci.yml file in our project. So let's copy this file name. We can use the existing project that we are using in the previous video. So let me open that project. You can check the link in the previous video. So here on the root folder of the project, we want to create a new file. I can say file, new file, and this is the name dot. It's supposed to start with the dot. .gitlab-ci.yml. That's the standard. Just do that. Yes, add the create file in this. Let's say we want to use that one. So now, as you can see, it's now having a GitLab icon. So let's go to our blog again. So in our blog, we have created that file. We need to copy everything that is in here. Let's copy and I'll explain to you. And paste it in our .gitlab-ci.yml file. So we want to use on our services. These are services that you want to use. Services for Docker. We have to use this Docker bind service. This is responsible for pushing our Docker. This is the service that we are going to use to push our image to Docker, to pull other Docker images. So you have to use that one. And these are the stages that we are going to have. We want to build a jar. And after building a jar, we want to push it to Docker image. So here we want to build, we are going to use Maven. And after doing that, we want to build an image. And then we can push that image to Docker Hub. So the name of our file, the name of the image, we are going to use this one as the name of an image, which is Spring Boot code with Bisq integrations. And this one is the username that I'm currently using on my Docker Hub. By default, the tag name will be dev. So this is the process of building. So we are going to use Maven JDK17, and we are going to run, and this build jar, this is the name, as you can see here. And the script is going to be Maven clean package. So in Java, you run this command if you want to build a jar. So you can go to your terminal and you can test it by just paste this Maven clean package. But currently Maven is not installed on my computer. But when you are doing GitLab CI, don't worry about that. This will solve the issue. That's the way. That's why we want to automate everything. Then after doing that, we want this jar will be in target, this folder target, and the name of the file of our project.jar. So we are more concerned of building the jar. After doing that, we are going to build Docker build. We are using this image, which is Docker, which is a stable version, and the latest one. And we are on this stage, build and push Docker image. So we want to check which branch are we using. If you are currently in branch main, we want our tag name to be latest. So you can run git command like git branch. As you can see, I'm on git branch, means my image will get a tag latest. If I'm on develop branch, the tag of image will be develop. After doing that, we can run the scripts. You can run these scripts are just like the commands that we type in our HTML in our terminal. So Docker build -t Docker image, which is this one, the variables that we declared here, and the tag name, we are in branch main, so it will be latest. So here we are going to build our Docker image. After doing that, we have to log into our Docker and using the Docker user and the Docker password. The Docker user and the Docker password. This Docker password is the one that I told you to save the access key, and the Docker user is your user to your Docker when you created your Docker account. Then you run Docker push, and we push this same Docker image with the tag latest. So that's all from this file. That's the GitLab CI. Is as simple as it is, we'll be able to push our image to our Docker app. So let's create these variables on our project, which is a Spring Boot in our GitLab. These variables must be in our CI/CD variables, and it's like we want them to be more secure. So let's copy the Docker user and open the project. So you can open your project. You can go to GitLab, go to your project, a GitLab project. This one is the one that I want to do my GitLab CI. So far, we don't have the GitLab CI file here. So once we push our code, it will do the automation to build an image and push it to Docker. So let's go to settings, choose CI/CD. We are doing continuous integration and continuous deployment. So let's move to variables and click expand here. Let's add a variable. The variable, we want to say Docker user, and the user, enter your user. Mine, it's Marshall Chabang. Then you can add this variable. So let's add a password, a Docker password, Docker user, Docker password. These variables are required when building our Docker images. So Docker password, and let's add the password. Let me copy the value. And I'll add the variable. So after doing that, we are now able to run our project. If we push our project, we are expecting our project to build a Docker image and able to push it to Docker Hub. So let's try to push our code and see. Git add, let's add everything. Git commit -m, say add .gitlab CI.yml. Let's push. Let's go to our GitLab. Let's reload this page. So we have a problem that the file is not saved yet. So with VS Code, you have to save everything after you edit. So it's like it was empty after creating. I didn't save. Let me save it and push again. Add commit. I just say add contents. And let's push. Let's check if there's something happening here. Yeah, as you can see, the project is running, it's building the pipeline. Let me open the pipeline. So here we are now on the Maven command. All the stages that we wrote here. So it's pulling the Maven. We are in here. So after pulling this image, it will run this script Maven clean package. So if you get an error when you are trying to, when you push your GitLab CI, you must add a credit card. It's for security reasons. Just add it and your application you run, you see an error. So after doing this, let's go back and refresh. I think we are on build, Docker build stage. Let's wait and see. Now we are on step 8 out of 11, and here we are pushing the Docker. You see here we managed to log in our Docker. After that, we are now pushing our image to Docker Hub. This is the command to push. This is the image and tag name. This is the Docker user that we added in our CI variables and Docker password in our CI variables. And we are, after doing that, we can now push because we are now logged in and the image was pushed. Okay, I created a wrong, I found that when I created a repository, the one that I created 17 minutes ago, it's different with the one that is in GitLab CI. So let me delete this one. Let me delete this repository. So this is the repository that we created right now. As you can see, 3 minutes ago that we pushed with our GitLab CI with the tags latest and OS, it's Linux and the Docker image. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you now understand the GitLab CI flow. We managed to create a Docker Hub repository, GitLab CI, and I went through the GitLab CI steps, and we managed to push our image into Docker Hub repository. If you are new to this channel, may you kindly subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever you upload new video. Salut coders!